Well, January's numbers are in for 2026 GTA sales, and a good reference would be The Big Chill. The reason I say that is because, akin to the movie, we have to stop and consider what's really happening here. January's number of sales at 3,082 were the lowest number of sales in the GTA in approximately 30 years. That's right, 30 years. Okay, lots of reasons for it, which we've delved into in the past, and now the compound effect of that, plus the recent really cold weather and the surprising additional snowfall have caused activity and sales to plummet. Prices also sagged. Prices went down 3.3% or over $33,000 in 1 month. That's significant, because if you extrapolate that over a year, that means prices would be down 36%, right? Or another almost $200,000 for the year. Okay, is that sustainable? Well, why don't we look at retrospectively? Why don't we look back to the apex of February 2022? Did you realize that prices in January were down over $361,000 from the apex in February 2022? Translation? That's just over 27%. And who saw that coming? Not most people, that's for sure. So, and now let's talk about, we've talked about sales, talked about how low it is and how low it's been, decades low. Now let's talk about absorption rate. Absorption rate explains what the turnover rate, how many homes are being absorbed by the buyers. And yeah, again, if we go back to the apex, just to put things in perspective, okay, the apex, houses were selling on an average of 11 days. Now it's taken an average of 67 days for the houses that sell. This doesn't count the houses that don't sell. Okay, that's an increase of over 609% slower market than it was in February 2022. So yeah, that is drastic, phenomenally drastic. Okay, in addition, in terms of absorption, it used to be like less than half a month of inventory and the market would be absorbed. Now, in January, it's over 5.5 months. That's an increase of over 1,112%. That's correct. That's a phenomenal increase. Now, that's fantastic news if you're a buyer, if you're looking at moving up, because, wow, you have so many more choices and you can negotiate so much more as a buyer, as a qualified buyer can. Okay? So, keep that in mind. Again, that's the highest absorption rate in January in decades. Yeah, decades. Okay? You see a common theme here. Now, average prices, they plummeted, as you know, to $973, $289. Again, that is the lowest in the last, well, since 2020. So there you go. So in the last 5 years. So keep that in mind. So again, great buying opportunity. And so there are market opportunities, and there's also market realities that if you're a seller, you're going to have to come to grips with if you're realistic. Understand that if you sell something, quite often you have to buy something. So you're going to benefit on the buy side. So keep that in mind. And to find out how this can benefit you, and also if you're an investor, there's some phenomenal opportunities that we have access to that are incredible values. So if you're really looking at making a solid investment, this is a great time to do it. In the words of Warren Buffett, be super aggressive, and I'm paraphrasing, when times are tough, and do the opposite of the herd instinct. When most people are selling, buy. And most people are buying, sell. Or move up. Talk soon. Thanks.